What's up everyone? David here. We've got a new video for y'all today. But before we get into it, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you don't miss on any new videos. Because remember, new videos on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So don't miss out. Now today we're going to be talking about New Year's 2025. And if I'm being completely honest with you, I already know many of you are not going to change. Many of you are going to remain exactly the same as who you were in 2024, 23, 22, going back all these years. How many of you, if you're just being completely honest with yourself, say the exact same things year in and year out? Oh, this year I'm going to be getting in shape. This year I'll start eating healthier. This year I'll start that business. This year I'll start that new job. Whatever it may be, it's just a lot of talk, but there's no action to back it up. And that's the problem. A lot of you, again, let's be completely realistic. You can make yourself feel better by telling yourself over and over again that you're going to do this, going to do that. But in reality, unless you put some action behind it, you're pretty much going to remain the same. You're going to be the same person in the same situation in the same place and time. That's got to stop. At one point or another, you got to be fed up with who you are, where you're at, and what you could be doing, but you're not putting any action towards it. So for this video, I'm going to be showing you 10 habits, again, just 10 habits, nothing too crazy, of what you can do to level up and better yourself in 2025. Make this your best year yet. Now, before we actually get into them, I just want to point out, for those of you who actually are going to be taking action towards those goals, whoever is actually going to be putting some type of effort towards achieving them, doesn't matter how big the goal is, you got to come to the realization and you just got to be realistic with yourself and understand you might not reach your goal. All right, yes, you said you want to do this year, or at least by the end of this year, but some of you, depending on what the goal is, it might be just so far-fetched, you might not achieve it this year, and that is perfectly fine. It doesn't mean you're not gonna achieve it eventually, it just won't be this year. But what you can start doing this year is just develop new habits that can carry you on, not just throughout the rest of this year, but through the rest of your life. The hardest part about doing anything, whether it be reaching a new goal, starting a new business, new endeavor, whatever it is that you're approaching in life, the hardest part is just starting. But once you start, all you gotta do is build up from there. Just little steps taken each day towards that goal, and you'll be better. You gotta think long term. So again, a lot of these things, doesn't matter if you can't do them all, just start where you can, little by little, you'll make your way up. So if you wanna make 2025 your best year thus far, first habit you can start developing is simply just get in shape. Work out, whatever that means to you, whatever you find enjoyable, whatever you got to do to get in shape, get healthier, build muscle, build strength, lose fat, whatever it is, just start being more active. I mean, there's just so many health benefits associated with those who do decide to work out. I mean, if we're talking about lowering your blood pressure, lowering your cholesterol, lowering your stress levels, having a better quality of life, whatever it may be health-wise, boom, there are all your benefits. And not just that, but also looks-wise, you're gonna look better, you're gonna look leaner, more fit, you're gonna feel more confident about yourself. I mean, I can't just think of a negative that is associated with working out. Now, I'm not saying you have to look like a bodybuilder, obviously. It's not like you're gonna be walking around shirtless, but at least start getting in shape. If you're someone who's very overweight, someone who's obese, okay, just start off where you can. Go on 20-minute walks, 10-minute walks, 5-minute walks. If that's all you can do, okay, do it. Just start small, whatever is attainable for you, and then just build on from there. You'll slowly start losing the weight. You'll slowly start gaining the strength. You'll slowly start building up the muscle. It's just the little habits you have to start building up. So again, habit number one, just get in shape. Now, with that being said, that's not the only thing you can be doing. Again, when it comes to fitness, it's not just about what you do in the gym. It's also about what you're eating in the kitchen. And that segues perfectly into habit number two. Start eating healthier. Let's be completely honest. I know many of you, your eating habits are horrible. Maybe some of you, you already are working out consistently. You're hitting the gym every day. You've been doing that, but you're not reaching your goals. You're not getting that desired physique that you want. You're not hitting your goal weight. Why? Because your kitchen habits, your diet, your nutrition, that's what's holding you back. Okay, let's do something about it. Start eating healthier. I know many of you, you go out of your way to go to the drive-thru because you didn't have time to meal prep. No. How about we actually start going to the supermarket and we start buying the ingredients so we can start cooking our own food? You know, start hitting the produce section. Not everything has to be processed food or the frozen food section. How about we start getting some fruits, some vegetables, some good quality meats, things like that. Just start improving your diet. Now, what type of diet you should be on? Well, that's gonna vary from person to person, depending on whatever your goal is, and also just depending on what your personal preference is. Nowadays, there's just so many different diets out there. I mean, we're talking about vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, carnivore, raw diet. There's just so much out there. It's just overwhelming to figure out what is the best diet for you. One person should be saying, yeah, you can eat this type of food, but then the next thing you know, you see, okay, research shows that this food causes this type of disease. Well, you can't be eating this because it has this type of pesticides, but you should be eating this type of food because it's just so much out there. My general consensus is do what you feel is right for you. Let me just put it this way. If you're constantly eating out, fast food, drive-thrus, things like that, I'm pretty sure any type of diet that you stick to where you're actually meal prepping and buying your own ingredients to home cooked meals, that is obviously going to be a lot better than the fast food restaurants, the ultra high processed foods. So whatever you can do, just simply start eating a little bit healthier. Now, along with food, the solids that you're eating, what about the liquids? And that goes hand in hand again now with habit number 3, drink more water. Now, for those of you who don't know how much water you should be drinking, I am pretty sure no matter how much you are drinking right now, it is simply not enough. Now, I've heard that apparently the minimum amount of water that you should be drinking is whatever your body weight is, divided by 2. That's how many ounces you should be drinking per day. So me, I weigh roughly 180. I'm more of like in the high 170s, but let's just round it to 180 to do the math. If I weigh 180 pounds, divide that by 2, that's 90. Okay, 90 ounces is minimum what I should be drinking per day. That's what I heard is the common minimum. But you also got to take into account if you're someone who moves around throughout the day. You know, you got a blue collar job, so you're constantly going up and down ladders, carrying bags of cements, or let's just say you're a mail carrier or Amazon driver. You're constantly picking up packages, moving just side to side, wherever. Obviously, you're going to be drinking more water. If you are going to start working out, well, you're going to be sweating in the gym. You need even more water. You just got to hydrate even more. So hydration is key. Too many times, many of you wake up early in the morning, and what do? You go ahead and go straight for your coffee, or you go straight for whatever else but water. You got to keep in mind, you just woke up. You're going how many hours without water? You're sleeping 6, 7, 8 hours a night, and you got no hydration in you? The first thing you should be doing when you wake up in the morning is drinking some water. Don't be adding nothing to it. Just simply hydrate. The health benefits behind water, I mean, look at our body is mostly water. Why wouldn't you hydrate yourself? I mean, if we're talking about the health benefits behind drinking water, not just more water, but the amount that you should be drinking just in the first place, overall body function will be better. I mean, we're talking about your organs need water to properly function, help you digest your food, get your heart pumping, get your lungs working. Everything needs water. We're talking about physical appearance. I mean, it will obviously make your skin look clear. And then, I mean, come on now, water is it's so important, but many of you neglect it. You rather opt for sodas, energy drinks, coffees, juices, any other sugary drinks. But when it comes to water, you want to completely neglect it? Why would you do that to yourself? When you wake up in the morning, right away, hydrate. Have a bottle of water or something there on your nightstand so that right when you wake up in the morning, boom, you got water right down the hatch as soon as you wake up. And since we're talking about waking up, boom, next thing, habit number 4, get some morning sunlight. Sunlight is important, and I really want to emphasize if you can get it in the morning. Why? Because this is what's going to help set our circadian rhythm. Our circadian rhythm is our body's natural biological time clock. We all have 24 hours in the day, but everyone's body is a little different. Have you ever noticed some people, they wake up later, but they go to sleep later? Some people are early birds. A lot of us are in between. When we wake up in the morning and we get some morning sunlight, that's going to help set our circadian rhythm. So it's going to set that 24-hour clock. Boom, it's going to help us get our sleep schedule in check. But not just that. Also, just get some natural sunlight in also, not just in the morning, but throughout the day. Get that natural vitamin D. I mean, we need it for our skin, but if you can't, get that natural sunlight. Vitamin D helps with your immune health. Get it in your eyes, get it on your skin. It helps. Not just that, but I know many of you also work in some type of office job. You work somewhere where you're just confined, you're indoors all day. It gets so stuffy in there, your head gets so congested. You know, how about you take the time to go outside, get some fresh air, get some sunlight. Now, the good thing about this at this point is we're starting to get to the point where we can start combining different habits. I understand it can seem a little difficult. All of a sudden, I gotta start working out. I gotta start eating healthier. I gotta start drinking water. I gotta start getting sunlight. What else do I gotta do? A lot of these could actually start being combined when you really think about it. So it's not like you're really doing so many new things. If you're someone who is going to start working out, and your form of workout or just moving around more, getting more active, could be going on a morning walk. Well, what can you do on a morning walk? You're obviously doing the 20-minute jog, whatever it may be. You're doing it outdoors, so you're already getting your sunlight. Every couple minutes, you're taking your sips of water. Boom, you already covered 3 habits in the course of one action that you're doing. All of this can line up. Just be smart about it. Although it may seem difficult to start all these habits right away, you gotta keep in mind, they're really not that hard. Again, a lot of it comes down to you just have to start. Once you start, you get used to it, you start building the habit, and habit is like routine. It just goes on and on, your body gets accustomed to it. Now, when it came to the sunlight, we talked about the circadian rhythm, and we're talking about our biological clock helps us reset our sleep schedule. That's gonna segue into number 5, your sleep. You wanna have a good habit of going to bed at a consistent time and going to sleep at a consistent time. So many of you wake up tired every morning. You wake up groggy, you want 5 extra minutes, you hit the snooze button, you go to work, oh my God, it takes you a while just to get mentally in the zone. You're just too foggy headed, you didn't get a good night's rest. But why exactly is this? I know why. So many of you're sacrificing what could be good quality sleep because you rather spend a couple extra minutes, which essentially turns into half an hour, which essentially turns into an hour. Next thing you know, it's 1 a.m. and you're still scrolling through TikTok. You're still binge watching on Netflix. You said just one more episode, but it's on a cliffhanger. You can't go to sleep on that. Let's go one more episode. TikTok, you get sidetracked. Next thing you know, you're going on Amazon. It's just so much screen time. How about we eliminate that and all that time that would have been spent in front of a screen? Okay, how about now we dedicate it towards sleep so that way you won't be complaining the next morning about you being tired. So that way you don't have to rely on so much coffee, so many energy drinks, so much caffeine to get you going. Sleep is essential. You want to make 2025 the best year of your life. You want to start grinding. You want to start reaching those goals. Obviously, you're going to need energy for it. And what is the best form of energy? What is the cheapest, free, best form of energy? Sleep. It literally costs you nothing. All you got to do is go to bed, shut your eyes, cut off the rest of the world. It's really not that hard. But so many of you value screen time more than you do your actual sleep. I mean, if we're talking about the health benefits of sleep, if you're going to start working out, that's your recovery time. That's when your muscles are going to recover, get bigger, get stronger. Boom, you'll get your physique goals. We want to talk about productivity. Our brain, when is it going to rest? When is it going to drain out everything that was built up throughout the day? When we sleep. What is the best anti-aging modality? Sleep. Again, we want to have the best chance against Alzheimer's or any other neurological disease throughout the years, especially as we get older. Start prioritizing your sleep right now. Sleep is important. I cannot emphasize that enough. So now that you're prioritizing your sleep, all right, that means something had to be cut off. I know exactly what had to be cut off. All that screen time. And that's gonna be number 6. Limit your time in front of your phone. And realistically, it's not even just in front of your phone. It's in front of any screen. Because let's be completely honest with you. So many of you are addicted to just being on your phone, checking your notifications any little chance you get. I mean, let's think about it. You're at work. Next thing you know, you do 2 minutes worth of work and then right away, you gotta check your phone. You get stopped at an intersection on a red light. What do? You can't just wait for the red light to turn green. You have to go down and check your phone. Really? What is so urgent that you have to feel the need to constantly be on your phone every little chance that you get? I mean, come on now. You can spend some time away from it. How about instead you just look around, maybe get some fresh air, do something else instead of just spending so much time. If you were to take account and get the reports of how long that you've been on your phone or just screen time in general, especially with the type of apps that you're in, if you're doing some type of work on a computer, laptop, or phone that's gonna help you be productive, that's something different. But let's be completely honest with you. Majority of your screen time is coming through social media, something that you're not getting any benefit from. If you were to take all that time and put it towards something productive, let's just say picking up a new hobby, putting work towards that new business that you said, launching that new website that you said you were gonna do, oh my God, the amount of productivity you'll get done, the steps you'll be taking to getting closer to your goal, I mean, we're talking about a night and day difference. I mean, some of you are spending up to 3, 4, 5 hours per day just on useless screen time. Now, there is a flip side. Habit number 7, it's kind of contradicted a little bit, but I want you, for habit number 7, start learning. Now, how you learn is going to depend. I got 2 options. Either read more books or listen to more podcasts. Now, listening to more podcasts, obviously, that might have to be through your phone. So yes, although I did say stay off the screen time, okay, podcast is a little different because you're not necessarily looking at your phone. You're just listening to it. So whatever it is that you are doing throughout the day, it could even be like during your workout, during your walk, whatever it is, instead of you just listening to music, which, yeah, it can be for entertainment, but realistically, do you get anything out of it? Not really. But if you were to listen to something about podcasts, anything that you can learn from, that knowledge that you take, can it not be applied to whatever it is that you're trying to achieve? Yes, you can learn a thing or two. For some of you, maybe you could actually start reading instead. So how about when you're laying in bed at night, instead of staying on your phone scrolling, how about we use that same amount of time and we start reading, highlighting, annotating the book, get some information, whatever information we do learn, apply to whatever it is that you're trying to go after. Learning is key. You gotta learn, especially if you're young. Myself in my 20s, I'm trying to learn as much as I can with anything it is that I'm trying to apply myself towards. Learn while you can, while you have the time. Maybe you don't have as much responsibilities right now. Maybe you're not working full-time. Maybe you're just a student with just a small part-time job. Maybe you don't have any kids, any responsibilities right now. All that extra time that you have, apply it towards something where you're constantly learning, and whatever it is that you are learning, apply that knowledge to now setting up your future career. The more you learn, the more you could apply to your career, and then sooner or later, boom, making bank. And since we're talking about making bank, that segues perfectly now into habit number 8. Simply just make more money. Now, this one's obviously easier said than done, but nowadays we got so many of the get rich quick schemes, how to make passive income. Passive income, you want to talk about making money while you're sleeping? Some of you are not even making money while you're awake. Okay, some of you don't even have jobs. Some of you are not even making an effort to put in job applications, have nothing on your resume. How about we actually just start working in general? I mean, how is anyone supposed to hire you if you got absolutely nothing to show for it? Just get right now some small, minor job at a convenience store, at a fast food restaurant. Just get something where it's easy to apply for, and then boom, start working, start building up money. Now, some of you are saying, nah, I'm gonna wait until I get a job that's higher paying, or I'm gonna wait till I graduate with my degree so I can get this higher paying salary, whatever it may be. But you gotta keep in mind, all that time that's going by, that could have been time that you could have been spent working. Instead of you just sitting at home all day doing nothing, playing video games, just on the couch in your room, locked up. You could have just been making money. Just start somewhere, get something on your resume, get some work experience, get some customer service skills, do something, work more shifts, work longer hours, just slowly build up that bank account. Use that job as a way to finance what your long-term career would be. One of my mentors in college always told me, let a job be the stepping stone to your career, but don't let a job get in the way of your career. Whatever it is that you're working on right now, work more shifts, work longer hours, build up that money. Whatever job it is that you are doing that in, use that income to then finance and invest into whatever your grand long-term goal is, because that grand long-term goal is ultimately what's going to be making you bank. But again, you gotta have something to finance in the first place. You need some type of money in the first place. Not even just for financing whatever your goal is, but just what if an emergency happens? What if you gotta go to the hospital? What if you never know, your car gets totaled? You need some type of cash in. So just get a job, do something, be productive, be nice to people, customer service skills, boom, get something going. Now, with habit number 9, this is gonna encompass everything again. It could apply to many different other habits, many other aspects of life. Simply, just be more confident in who you are. I'm pretty sure you've all been around people who lack confidence and those who are exceptional in it. You're in the classroom. You can tell who the confident kids are. Always raising their hands, always speaking loudly. At the same time, you can tell who those, they might struggle a little bit with confidence. You wanna know how you know? When the teacher asks them to read out loud, man, they're a little bit more quiet, a little bit more timid. They don't really speak much. They don't really, volunteer much. Be more confident in who you are. It doesn't even have to be in the classroom. It could be in the workplace. Those who stand out will be given more opportunities because they take notice, and you get noticed when they see you as a confident person. If you're at a job and you're competing with someone else, you're both working in the same position, but you can confidently come in and do what it is that you have to do, and the other person doesn't seem so sure about what it is that they have to do. It's like, wait, am I supposed to register this? Am I supposed to put this here? They're a little bit unsure. They're not too confident in where they're at, but you easily getting the job done, burning through that shift. You mean to tell me your supervisor is not going to notice who's the more confident one? And if a greater opportunity comes, whether it be a promotion, a raise, or just a new task, whatever it may be, which can be of some type of benefit to either one of you two, you don't think the first person that's going to come to their mind is going to be you, that person who's more confident? Again, those who are more confident, those who are more comfortable with who they are will be awarded with better opportunities because they stand out more. 48 Laws of Power, one of my favorite books that I read, one of the laws was stand out in whatever you do. You can stand out by being confident, not just in the way that you talk. Obviously, if you're speaking out loudly, You can hear when someone's confident. Don't be so shy. Don't be so timid. Don't be talking like this. You know, actually sound off. Make your voice heard. But also in the way that you present yourself. You know, if you're walking through a hallway, don't be looking down at the ground. Don't be rounding your shoulders forward. No, how about you walk with your chest out, shoulders back, good posture, look straight ahead. Why are you looking at the ground when you walk? Look straight ahead. If you're walking forward, look forward. You're not walking towards the ground. Why are you looking towards the ground? When you're speaking to people, make eye contact with them. When you're going in to shake someone's hand, actually shake with some authority. All right, don't be having no limp handshake like this. Actually go in, hey, how you doing? Good day. Shake their hand. Be confident in who you are. You'll be surprised at how much it applies to multiple aspects of your life. And then lastly, since we're talking about so many aspects of your life, there's so many different things that you want to do in life. Habit number 10 is just simply take action. Whatever it is that you say you're going to do, whether it be any of the previous 9 habits that we're talking about or any additional goal that you're trying to reach, just take action. Get started. Hand in hand with what I said earlier, yes, the hardest part will simply be getting started. You may not achieve your goal this year. You may not even achieve anything this year, but the fact that you started and you're slowly building up those habits, you're taking actions. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll achieve these goals. But it just takes one little step. Once you take that first step, boom, everything else will fall in line. Think of it like dominoes. You got an entire row of dominoes. All you got to do is flick the first one. The rest will fall in place. Same thing with your habits. Get one done. Everything else will align. Hopefully this video was helpful. Again, if you want to make 2025 your best year of your life thus far, you actually got to start doing something. These are just 10 habits. You don't have to do every single one. Some of them you already may doing and you may already be excelling in them. The other ones, they might need a little work. That's okay. Do what you feel is right for you. Start where you can. Slowly build yourself up. Over time, consistency will get you to where it is that you're trying to go. Comment down below if this video was helpful, and comment down below any other video suggestions you'd like to see me do, whether it be about mindset, motivation, nutrition, diets, workouts, programs, whatever it is. Comment down below. I'd be more than happy to help you all out. Be sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any new videos, because remember, new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, so don't miss out. Also, if you want to go ahead and support this channel, then be sure to join the membership. If you want more details about that, go ahead and check out the link in the description below. And then Instagram and TikTok, same thing. Be sure to follow me on both accounts. I put all my links down in the description below. With that being said, I'll catch y'all next time.